This podcast absolutely, unequivocally, positively, 100% contains adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Hey, welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I am your host, me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right. And we're voted #1 podcast amongst people who live to be over 100.
Well, Bob Barker's out.
There's a lot of people out. Poor old Betty White. She would have been our #1 fan.
I know. And we are coming to you from that little trailer park in Fredericksburg, Texas. But first, here's what's coming up in this week's show.
This week, we talk about the True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival we attended in Austin, Texas. We got to meet our first fan. And, of course, we talk about pooping. So, Fredericksburg, just a couple of things about it. It's in Gillespie County, which I thought that was kind of cool.
Gillespie?
Yes, Gillespie. It's also got a couple of, had a couple of big rocks that really meant something.
Okay.
So, Balanced Rock right here, it was a famous landmark until fucking dickheads come in and dynamited it at the base.
Somebody came and fucked up Balanced Rock?
Yes. With dynamite.
No.
Yes. In April of 1986. So,
Man, it made it all the way to fucking 86.
Yes.
And then somebody came and fucked up the Balanced Rock.
Yes.
People can't have shit.
Yes, I know.
Can't even just have a fucking
rock. There's a
rock.
little picture of
So,
it. And
so
it just
they didn't even just push it over where somebody could set it back up and try to rebalance it.
No.
They blew the whole fucking motherfucker up.
Yeah. It says that it fell prey to vandals who dynamited it off of its base in April of 1986.
Wow.
What a bunch of punks. Anyway, population here is just a little over 11,000. We got plenty of room around here.
Well, awesome.
Yes.
This week we attended, last weekend, we attended the True, you're going to have to say it. I always fuck it up.
It's the True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival.
Festival.
Yes, it's called a festival.
I found somebody to be infatuated with, and he don't even have tits. I mean, well, he probably has tits. They just don't show.
I'm sure he has boobs. Yes. Yes.
No, and the reason I ended up liking this podcast was because this guy's a defense attorney, and he tells it from the defense attorney's point of view.
Yes.
And analyzes the crime. Where most other crime podcasts, you get the host interpretation of the crime and the evidence and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Defense Diaries by Bob Motta. And the thing that really hooked me in about this podcast is we were listening to it. I think it was episode 2. We're driving to Austin, and he's going through this evidence, and he's saying that it doesn't really amount to stuff except for the nylon rope. And he said, that nylon rope, shit. And I fucking lost it in the car. Fucking lost it.
Yes,
But
got a total man crush right then.
Right then.
And we actually had to rewind it and start it over several times just so you could hear that. And you laughed so hard every single time.
He was great. The way he presented it and the way he talks, his voice, he's actually got a great voice for podcasting.
Oh, absolutely. What did they say? You got a great voice for
radio.
He really does. I like listening to him. And I told you that you would not, he does not look like what you picture him looking like, for me anyway. I think that when they put him on, because he did a segment that we set in on to listen to, some of the cases that they done.
And he called me out like a mug. Too,
yeah, he did. Well, because you kept swooning over
sometimes
him.
I get mouthy, right? I get mouthy,
and you're like,
I say shit.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
I was there,
and he's like, oh, you gonna? And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna set up front. Well, when we went in, you didn't set up front.
You picked the fucking seats.
Well, because we had a box with us that was full of candy. A box full of candy. So we actually sat in the back, and then before it got started, he actually called you out. He was like, hey, I thought you were going to sit up front. And you're like, okay.
I should have thrown you under the fucking bus is what I should have done. But I took it like a man, and we went up front.
You know what? I mean, you could have just went, Well,
It's all
fine.
her
I don't know.
fault.
I don't know this bitch anyway and went up there. He probably would have
You
thought that was funny.
You enjoyed it more in the front anyway.
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. I'm there to listen to what they've got going on. Anyway, we really had a good time.
Because you sat in on a couple of shows.
Mm-hmm.
Did you sit in the back on all those shows?
I did.
So you just don't want to, you're the person who doesn't want to be called out for any fucking thing.
No.
Hide in the back, hide behind all the other fucking people.
Yes, that's me. Don't call me out. Don't put the spotlight on me. I'm not about that. Absolutely not about it. Yeah.
Really?
Why? Why are you saying that? Because you know that might be a lie. When I'm around you, I want the spotlight on me, of course. But
well, I mean, it's not hard because I'm fucking ugly.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah.
No. I do want to shout out that
shout out.
We didn't get her name.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
I did, and I'm not going to say it. But
okay.
I have her name.
Nice.
Somebody should be getting a thank you card because I have a business card with her address and everything on it.
Okay, well,
and it's not her house, but it is her place of business. And you could definitely say, hey, thanks for being the only fan outside of people we already know that we've met. She made my entire fucking weekend.
Okay, so let me just give you the little background story on this, right? So we have our table set up. We're talking to people. You did fabulous, by the way.
Well, thank you. That's what I'm there for.
This boy was talking to everybody about everything. I feel you made an impression on a lot of people.
No, I think I annoyed a lot of fucking people.
That's what I said. You made an impression on a lot of people. But it just so happens this lady that was there for the True Crime Podcast Festival is True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival.
And she was a VIP, a very, very important person.
Yes.
And in my life, she's like my number one VIP now.
Yes. Anyway, she happened to be at the table talking. And you were talking and of course kind of, mentioned something about this podcast and she knew it. She listens to it. And how weird was that? It
was actually pretty fucking cool.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't cool. It was really cool. Now, we did get a picture with her because, wow, you meet somebody that listens to this kind of hilarious thing at a true crime.
Is it fucking hilarious?
I mean, I can't listen to it at work because I'm laughing and crying.
Babe, what you
I
don't
think
understand,
you're so funny.
What you don't understand about our marriage is I've been drugging you the whole fucking time to keep you here.
Oh, is that it?
That's it.
That's why I think you're so funny?
Yeah, you're under some kind of like fucking love spell.
Oh, and it has to be.
It has to be.
I think.
I met a lot of interesting people and a lot of interesting podcasts. And I more want to move towards the podcast consulting and production part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to host this one with you, but I don't think I ever want to host another one. This shit's a lot of fucking work.
Right. But it really wouldn't be that much work if you weren't doing everything behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying?
No, and there's people out there that make good money editing a podcast.
Right.
I just, after our experience in Waco, I feel, touch a nerve. I just don't want to feel like I'm trying to go out there and take advantage of people who just want to make a podcast.
Right.
Young upstart people who just want to do something they love and have a show. Nobody wants to spend $300 a fucking month to put a podcast out when you have nothing coming in. And the sad truth of it is, and this podcast included, you're probably never going to make a dime off of doing it.
No.
But you want your quality to be there. I do anyway.
Yes.
The cameras cost money, the software costs money, the audio equipment costs money.
Yes.
Because I want to make a good show. On the off chance I find more than that one beautiful person in Fredericksburg, Texas.
Actually, in Austin. That's where we seen her.
Well, she lives in or around Fredericksburg.
Right. Which is technically just about close to 80 miles away from Austin. A little bit of a drive, but not bad.
So is it for you to go to this convention and actually be part of it, but to meet people that you listen to, is it almost, I ain't going to say like meeting a movie star. I don't think it's that.
For me, it would be. Absolutely. I would be like, so it's like, oh my God, look, it's this person. They do this podcast that I listen to. And yeah, it's almost like meeting movie stars for me.
I'm trying to parse my words very carefully, right?
Uh-oh.
Of all the people there, I would say we, us included, are probably just on the verge of mediocre. All right. I mean, in all honesty, you have a couple of standouts and, you know, those people go in there. This one's not included. You know, Bob from the Defense Diaries. He was very friendly, very, very personable.
Yes.
I appreciated, the people who listen to his podcast, you know, but do you ever come across anybody who thinks like, oh, you don't waste my time trying to meet me or sign my autograph or anything like that? Have you ever came across anybody there? This is your second time to
not there, but no? I have come across people like that.
That doesn't rhyme. Yeah.
That doesn't
rhyme with Boy Cakeman.
Yes. That's funny how you knew.
So outside of the guy who emotionally traumatized you, anybody else?
No, I have not.
Okay, so you've never had to point to the doll where anybody else has hurt you.
Just him.
Just him.
Gotcha.
Him. Okay.
Yes.
Poor baby.
Me or him?
No, he probably saw you coming a mile away and was trying to run.
I mean, he might have. I don't even know.
You probably went running. What's that scene in all the movies that shows the chick running down the beach? It was a real famous scene. You're old enough to remember. I'm not.
10.
10?
10?
What 10?
No, I mean, is that the movie?
Bo Derek.
Yeah, 10.
I don't know the name of the fucking movie.
That's the name of the movie.
But it is Bo Derek and running down the
Bo
beach,
Derek,
right?
Yes,
So Boy Cakeman probably saw you running like fucking like fucking Bo Derek across where you're like, boy Cakeman.
No.
And he's like, oh my fucking God.
No.
Can you imagine though? Take it as we are right now. Are you trying to Google to see if Bo Derek's still alive?
No, I wasn't. I was trying to bring it up.
Bring the
10.
name of the movie.
I have never. That's funny how I knew what it was. Well,
I have never.
It was 79.
Never ever seen it. 10. Where we? Oh, okay, number 10.
Yeah, 1979.
Okay.
So, wow, that was a long time ago. Long time ago.
All right, now we only got 20 more minutes to kill, babe.
Oh, is
Take
that
it away.
it?
Well, we spent the first 20 minutes trying to figure out how to open the show. This is what happens. What the fuck?
Oh, well, no,
is that her?
Yes, that's her.
That's Bo Derek.
That's Bo Derek. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That one's not as flattering as the last picture.
Well,
can we put it back on the other one?
Oh, you want the other one?
Yeah, that one actually. Right
yeah.
there, she looks really good.
Yes.
The other one, not so much.
Well,
but I am judging people.
I mean, she's 60 plus, so I'm almost there.
Yeah, but you're nowhere near as famous.
Oh, I will never be near.
You don't know
famous.
that. You don't know that.
I do know.
You're the heart and soul of this entire fucking podcast.
No, there's no way.
Shit.
No.
Shit.
Apparently, that is your new saying. So
only when it comes to nylon ropes, though.
Oh, okay. Only when it comes to nylon ropes. That's too funny.
Do you ever think, on the off chance in hell, that we actually become semi-famous?
Well,
would you treat people? Would you make sure you stuck around and took care of everybody who wanted to see you? And I don't mean take care of. I mean take care of.
Yes, unless there's 5,000 people. And wait, what I was going to say is, and I have a engagement there where we're at, and I have to be, let's say, on stage. Ends. That's what I was going to say, on stage at a certain time. And then it's like, I'll be back.
And you would stick around no matter how long it took to see them all?
I mean, I do like to sleep, though.
I know. And maybe you just caught him on a day he was ready to go to bed.
It's possible. But
I just noticed the burn on your arm. Hold your arm up.
Yeah.
She has a burn on her arm that almost looks like the Playboy bunny. See it?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. We're into kinky shit. That was our first attempt at branding.
We will never do that. Fuck, them
That
tattoos hurt enough.
I know you say that, but you keep getting more and more and more.
No, I haven't got any in years since
I didn't even know you got the one on your fucking shoulder when you went and got it.
No, you didn't.
Sneaky ass motherfucker.
No, I knew what I wanted. I gave it a lot of thought.
It's a very thoughtful tattoo. You can't see it because you'd have to start removing clothes, which I'm sure people won't mind. Some will. Well, some won't.
I will mind. So,
but it's a square, but it has the longitude and latitude of where we got married.
Yes, and the date.
Very thoughtful. Where'd you get that idea from?
I actually seen it. One very similar to what I got somewhere a long time ago, and I was like, "That's pretty cool." I thought it was pretty cool.
Most of my tattoos don't have any meaning except for this one right here, and that is the zodiac of you and 2 of the kids. I've got to get 3 more. And then on this arm, I'm trying to wait to make sure everybody's done with grandkids.
Oh, no.
Because as it stands right now, that's what that canvas is for.
Yeah, your arm tattoo, it's funny because I remember one of the kids going, "Oh, my initials, you're so sweet, Dad. I love you."
Whose initials? We don't have nobody that's an H.
Everybody's an H.
Oh, yeah.
Dang,
you know what,
did you
babe?
forget your name,
yeah,
honey?
You know what, baby? You just take over the show. Look, you're doing good. Look how beautiful you look. Hey, the star of the show.
Look at my wrinkles. Ooh, I need a facelift, but that's not going to happen because that shit's going to hurt.
There we go. That not help?
Not quite the
not the one you were looking for.
Gotcha. But that's okay. I really don't plan on getting a facelift.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
They're not the what? Droids?
Droids you're looking for.
Oh, okay. I'm just assuming that's out of a series that you watch.
It's an old movie that you got taken to as a child, but then your adult guardian abandoned you during the movie.
Yes.
Who fucking does that?
You know what? If it's not your type of movie, it's not your type of movie.
Are you telling me? And we're not going to bring up who this person was because it's fucking obvious. That if you went to a movie with somebody you know and you were not enjoying the movie, you would rather go and sit out in the fucking lobby for 2 hours?
Well, maybe. I mean,
versus
if it
just sit through a shitty fucking movie?
I mean, it's possible.
You know how many shitty movies I fucking sat through because somebody else wanted to be it? Not you, babe. Not you, babe.
Sure.
I don't think
know
you
how
watch
many shitty movies I've... No,
none.
I'm just kidding.
Fucking none. Not for me. Because every movie I go and see is a masterpiece.
Yes.
Hangover, that's stupid.
Well, okay, we didn't go see that, though. And if you did, I didn't go with you. That we watched on TV.
Yeah, I'm not a big theater person. That I think you know.
Yes.
Trademark. I've been drinking all day.
Dude, you've been drinking all year.
I mean, I see where you're going with it. And it makes sense. But I was off today.
And it's the truth. I know, yeah, because you're fixing to go on a fart trip, right?
What? Speaking of fart trips, right? I was having
trip.
a conversation with another podcaster.
Uh-huh.
The podcasters that were right behind us.
Yes.
And this was yesterday because we were all getting ready to pack up and go.
Yeah,
and they had to fly back to their destination. And I was talking, we got on the topic of, do you like what seat on the airplane do you like? I'm a window person, okay?
I like the window. I can even do the aisle.
But I mean, that's fine. But I prefer the window because if anything happens,
you want to see it coming?
I need to see it coming. I'm that type of person. I got plans I need to make. Do I have time to whip it out, hit on something, do something stupid, run it up and look, it is my last few minutes on earth. Don't take shit away from me, okay?
No. Hey, you do you, boo. You do you.
Anyway, we were having this conversation, And she was talking about how the first trip she ever took was in first class, and everything else after that, she got spoiled because she had to sit and coach. And I'm like, yeah, back there with the cattle. And she goes, yeah, it always smells like farts. And I'm like, let me tell you why.
You told her what it does to you?
I told her.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
I think it happens probably more. I think it happens to more than just me.
Probably.
You know, most people in that situation probably get gassy on an airplane. Now that you think about it and the logic makes sense.
Yeah.
About the pressure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Look at me scientifically helping people.
Look, I'm going to, because in a month, am going on a trip.
So you're going to test it.
I am going to test your theory on my flight to see if it happens. But you can test your theory every time you fly. And apparently
it's happened twice that I've paid attention to.
Right. See, I'm definitely going to have to pay attention to it and see if I fart. The good thing is, I mean, the person sitting next to me, I'll know. So I don't care.
So you're not going to hold it in. Oh, no. I thought y'all weren't sitting next to each other.
Oh, we have no idea, really. Not yet.
So if you're next to two complete strangers on a fucking airplane, you're just you're gonna loosey-goosey let it go.
You know what? I mean, I'm so old now, I can't hold a fart in anyway.
What does age have to do with it?
Your muscles get weaker as you get older.
So you've reached your maximum number of shits in your lifetime that you can't control your anus?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why when I got to go right then. I'm not going to hold that thing in for 3 days till I can get back to my house.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
Is it a gift or is it a curse?
It's a gift. I don't like shitting in places I don't know.
You know what? I might not like shitting in places I don't know either, but I still do it because when I got to go, my body says, you know what? You got to take a dump. You better find a place.
Look, I know for whatever reason, everybody in the world fucking shits, okay? I get it. I get
Everybody. Every bathroom you've ever gone into,
I just think there's
somebody's taking a dump in
right,
there.
but shouldn't there be some shit etiquette when you're in a public bathroom, right? Like
but can you necessarily control it? Not necessarily.
I don't know. I don't know. The high volume evacuation that tends to lead to noises going fucking everywhere.
Yeah, can't control that. And it just so happened they happen to be in the public bathroom. No, you don't like being that guy, but sometimes you just have to go. I mean, remember when we were driving along the beach?
Yeah, now I do.
I mean, when you gotta go, and I'm
Can we tell it?
Sorry.
Can we tell it? We got like 10 minutes left. Let me tell the story.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Let me do it. Let me do it. We took a trip down to Galveston.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a beach in Galveston you can drive on. You go across the ferry, and it's on, I grew up there and I'm going to mispronounce it, but Boulevard Peninsula. And you could go and drive on that beach.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was your first 4Runner that you had bought.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, 4-wheel drive. We can go anywhere. And so we're driving on the beach. And you're like, I got to go. And I'm like, yeah, good luck. We have to go all the way across the ferry to get you to a fucking other toilet. And
when I have to go, I have to go.
But I told you, I'm like, hey, look at that sand dune. You're like, okay. And you left another sand dune behind the sand dune.
I wouldn't call that a sand dune.
Did you?
I mean, it was just fell right out. I mean, when I had to go. It just come out.
Stop.
What? No.
Stop.
I mean, it wasn't like hard rabbit turds or anything, but it wasn't like liquid diarrhea either, but it was soft. It was more like soft serve.
I can never eat that again. Thanks.
Oh, it was like soft serve.
The only thing running through my mind is when you were done, did you scratch it and cover it up like a fucking cat?
I should have. I totally should have scratched it with, but I didn't have nothing to wipe with. I didn't take anything out of the truck to wipe with. So what did I have to do? I had to take my drawers off and wipe with them and leave them and cover them.
So this is the one time you're telling me that actually shitting in a sock might have been beneficial.
Could have been.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But I think we had to go to the store after that, right? Because maybe I messed my shorts too. I can't remember. It was coming out. There was no holding it in. There was nothing I could have done.
Babe,
and this was years ago, back when I had
anal control.
Yes, when I had anal control. No more control anymore. So when I have to go, sorry.
No, you're
when
fine.
I have to go, I have to go. So I go.
Fucked up. Fucked up.
I'm so fucked up.
Babe,
have
just
you
feel.
ever?
Yes, I did. I know where you're going, and that's what I was about to tell you. Don't feel by yourself. I sharted one time, right?
No. Have you ever shit on the beach? I promise you, I am not the only one who's ever shit on the beach.
Look, as far as in all the history of all of man, right? Yes, you're not the only person to take a shit on a beach.
But yeah, sometimes you just can't control it.
I used to work as a person who would go pick up vehicles for them to be worked. Well, I was a mechanic, but you had to go pick them up. It was for a fleet service for a certain fleet, and that's probably as far as I'll go.
Okay, sounds good.
And I had to go pick up a truck.
Okay.
When I got to the yard to pick that truck up, shit needed to come out, and I'm like, I got to fucking go. And I ran around there, and I'm just wondering when I shit, and fortunately. Yeah, you know the scrubs in a bucket they had.
Yes. Yes.
All of these trucks had those, so I grabbed me a scrub in a bucket, or I grabbed the bucket of scrubs. Went over there, took a shit.
You didn't know how many you were going to need.
Be careful with those, because one side's rough as fuck, and it's like hitting it with 80 grit, okay?
Yes. Oh, yeah, it makes your booty hole burn and all that.
The other side's smooth, but so I was able to clean up, didn't have to replace any underwear at the time. But you get up and you're walking away, and everybody, I don't give a fuck who you are, you turn around and look back and be like, damn, can that pass as dog shit? Or are they going to be?
No, it can't if you wipe. Mine could pass as dog shit.
I didn't leave the fucking scrub.
Would you? Ew. You wiped with a scrub and then you took it?
You put it in another scrub.
Oh, gross. Ugh.
You take another scrub and you put that dirty scrub in that scrub, and you're not.
And then what do you do with it?
Throw it in the trash can.
Then why didn't you just shit in the trash can?
There was other people there. It's gonna fucking.
So they didn't know you run around here to take a shit.
But no, it was other people I worked with, not people who worked at the yard. Now looking back on it.
They knew you went around there to take a dump.
The people I work with, yes. Not the people who worked at the fleet. I had a couple of people, we were all going to pick up trucks from this yard.
Oh, okay.
You take one car, 3 people pick up 3 trucks.
Okay.
Yeah. The people I work with, and trust me, the people I work with around here on the same level. Okay?
They would have done the same thing. They probably still do the same thing.
Knowing what I know now, though, with how good video surveillance and all that shit is.
Oh, now,
I'm wondering even back then, were there video cameras around that got me running around the corner taking a fucking shit?
Well, maybe if it was some sort of fleet service, it is possible.
Maybe.
But I don't believe video cameras really, you were more high-end place way back in the day to have video cameras. Now, they're everywhere. Everybody has one as well.
You can't do shit literally without fucking being caught on camera.
Absolutely. So nowadays, unless I'm behind a sand dune, I'm probably not going to take a shit out in public.
And they probably had, birds aren't real. They're all cameras. Oh, I mean, can't believe you shit in the sand dune. Hey, I was so proud of you at that moment, though.
It was kind of like right next to a, I don't know what you call that, like a runoff. There was water.
Yeah, there was that creek because we couldn't cross that creek in the Forerunner.
Right.
We didn't know how deep it was.
Right. So I mean, it could have washed out to sea.
You ain't getting my Forerunner, and blah, get stuck, and you know how you get when you get all
whatever.
wifey.
So So, I mean, my poo might have washed out to sea or something.
Man, the
Maybe.
fucked
I
up
don't
shit
know.
we talk about, man.
I know. It's really weird, isn't it? You're so weird.
Oh, yeah, it's all me, huh?
All you, baby. Absolutely all you. Yes. Absolutely.
All right. Well, look, you got like 5 more minutes to kill. You better make some shit up.
I don't make up stuff.
You don't make up anything. Look.
I know. No, I know.
I'm kidding. You're beautiful.
No.
You weren't the oldest person there.
Oh.
No, tell me. I'm here.
Okay. So we were listening to a panel, right? Discuss a case.
Panel meaning a live podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Discuss a case, and this lady actually raised her hand, was asking a question, and I don't know if we want to put this out or not. I'm pretty sure.
Put it out. I might bleep it.
Okay. And
I might.
She was talking about her birthday, and I was shook, to say the least. And I looked at the person that had accompanied me to this panel.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like 6-7 years older than this person, and she looked
the person that came with you.
rough.
Oh, the person you were
the person
we ain't
that was
gonna talk about
asking
who
question.
it was.
Yeah, no. I mean, but I was shocked. I really was shocked. So maybe I don't look too bad for my age.
I don't think you do. I think most women your age tend to put on a lot of makeup anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And at least with you, what you see is what you get.
Oh, absolutely.
And they'd be like, damn, look at her. She's old. But it ain't like the guy picking up a chick at the bar, taking her home, taking the makeup off,
and
getting
then
scared,
it's
stabbing
like
your own self
totally
in the fucking heart.
person.
Yeah.
I've seen some of these videos with these people
Told you,
in
water
makeup.
sports, man. Water fucking sports.
Oh, I'm with
and
you
you
on
know what?
that.
If you don't want to go to a water park and I'm taking you to a hotel or whatever, you need to go take a shower and wash that makeup off your face so I can see the real thing.
Let's go down to the pool or something. Most hotels got pools.
Something.
Yes. But I mean, first of all, first date, you take me to a hotel. No, sir. I'm leaving.
Babe, I was in your pants in the first fucking 3 minutes.
Were you?
I was.
Oh,
you saw this coming and they fell off.
Yeah, they were at the beach.
Smell that.
Does it smell like shit to you? Oh, wait.
I know we both still poop with the door open.
We do.
And that seems like always a topic of conversation because that was our first ever podcast.
Yes.
But I'm still not used to it. I'm thinking maybe you should just start shutting the door.
I think the same thing about you because, dude.
No, my shit don't stink.
Whatever. Oh, I mean, mine can be pretty rank sometimes, but not always.
Hey, we done?
Sure.
I want to give a shout out to some of the people we met out there. I like to say hello. No, not hello. Whatever. What's up? Help me out here. What am I looking to say?
I don't know. It depends on who you're shouting out.
Those podcasters that I met.
Britt Lissa.
That shit was funny. That girl was fucking funny.
Oh, she reminded me of one of our kids. Absolutely. Yes.
So the podcasters we met out there, those specifically stand out. Where the Weird Things Are, Ohio 88, and The Wicked Within. I appreciate the conversations we had. There was several more. Defense Diaries. Same guy does the docket. That guy's great.
Yes.
We had a good time. I'm glad about the people I got to meet. The guy Johnny doing the video, right? I got a lot to learn from that guy. That guy's got a lot of shit going on.
His girlfriend is actually a big, apparently, YouTuber.
Yeah, Mimosos and not that one.
It could be.
It could be. I can't remember the name of it. I can't mention them all. So, hey, we appreciate you listening. If you I haven't done a podcast with you in 2 weeks. I forgot the fucking closing.
Wow. You have any questions, comments,
Thanks,
or concerns?
Hey, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at me and Mrs. Always Right. All complaints go to Trevor the Intern. Also like to thank Roadcast Media for producing this week.
Roadcast?
No, I said Roadcat.
No, you did not.
Hey.
And when you go back and listen, you'll see I was right.
Okay.
Hey,
I'd like to thank Roadcat Media for producing this week's episode. You can reach out to them at roadcatmedia@gmail.com for any podcast consulting, promotional videos, anything you need.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and used to be Twitter, now X.
And help support this podcast by becoming a member at Patreon at patreon.com/me and Mrs. Always Right. There you will get pre and post show comments, content, right along with unedited episodes. Become a top tier member for personal interactions and a handwritten thank you note that some have actually went out into the mail. Thank you, babe. Good job.
Man, can you believe that?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Good job.
Hey, I try.
All right. Well, I love you. I had a fantastic
too.
weekend. Thanks for talking poop with me.
Hey, no problem. I talk poop with you anytime.
All right. You have a good one.
All right, you too.
I love you.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh, hey, Merle. Merle.
I love Merle. this week we talk about the True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival we attended in Austin, Texas. We got to meet our first fan. We got to meet our first fan. And, of course, we talk about pooping.
Perfect. Good job.
Good job. You want a cookie?
Dang, that's going to have to be your job from now on.
No, I don't think
Babe,
so.
your voice is fucking excellent.
No, I like yours better.
No.
Well, see, we can agree to disagree.
And I'll win because I'm the producer.
Well, that is true. Here, do you want to try it right quick?
No.
That way you can see which one. You can see which one you like better.
I want to hear your voice doing this. I think it's easing, soft, it's compelling.
Oh, it's not soft.
It leads in.
I'm a little rough.
When you make that face, yeah.
Rough.
Lift that back up. Ugh. All right, I love you.
All right, I love you too.
I got an hour's worth of shit to go through since we spent 17 fucking minutes. This is what happens when we don't do a fucking podcast every week. We get out of practice.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but it takes us longer to get back.
It's fine. Are you hungry? Yes or no?
Yeah. What do you got?
Well, I'm gonna feed you a wrap.
Fish tacos, anus tacos.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Merle.
I love Merle.